Broadcast is
All right,
live.
there we go. We are live. What's up, Oliver? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. For people that don't know, I'm Alex Kennedy. This is Oliver Maroney. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet this out now. We'll get people into the room. But we have an NBA Top Shot announcement to make. Top Shot related announcement.
There you
I
go.
guess to start things off, Oliver, can you kind of give a summary of what Top Shot is for people that may not know?
Yeah, I mean, Top Shot is the next generation of collectible. It's a digital collectible, and more importantly, it is partnered. They're partnered with the NBA and the NBA Players Association. So you have digital collectibles, and they're specifically moments from games. So there's highlights of different clips of your favorite players, whether it be LeBron James, Luka Doncic, whoever it may be. They've got all sorts of different moments that are categorized. And the cool part about this is you get to own a piece of that. So we can go into more details as we start going through this first stream that we're on for. But really, the idea and premise is essentially, instead of having like some of the cards that I have in my background, it's digitally there for yourself. And it's all backed and based off of this blockchain called Flow Blockchain is the company that they use, the type of blockchain they use over at Top Shot. And so for people who don't know, Top Shot is a digital collectible that you can collect. There are moments and highlights from your favorite NBA players and games. And it's been all the craze the past month and a half, 2 months now, and really picked up, past probably 2.5 to 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's blowing up, and we started messing around with Top Shot. I think it was in you were before me. Honestly,
Yeah.
you were kind of first to it in our friend group and started talking it up, and I was like, I don't really get it, I don't understand. But then I started collecting, I think in mid-January or late January, somewhere around there. And then we all went in as a friend group on a legendary pack that it was $999. We all kind of chipped in, and we got a Rudy Gobert legendary moment, and we ended up selling it, and then a week later, we're kicking ourselves because it had tripled in price from what we sold it at. But
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. And since then, I think we've all been really obsessed with Top Shot. We've been spending a ton of time on the site. We're collecting these things, trying to get packs, buying different moments, things like that. So it's been a lot of fun. So I do want to thank you, first of all, for introducing me to this because
No thanks needed.
It's been a huge time suck. And I've been spending way too much time on it. But it's been a lot of fun. And so we wanted to come on here and make an announcement. We're also going to open some packs, announce a giveaway. Basically, this is going to be a new show through basketballnews.com. It's called NBA Top Shot Weekly. We're going to come on here once a week, have big guests on, open packs, give away some packs in some moments. We actually have a huge giveaway that's happening, and we'll get to those details in a second here. But yeah, we're really excited about this. It's going to be a weekly show. And if you like Top Shot, then there'll be something for you. We're going to talk about market trends, kind of the biggest sales that are happening, things like that.
Definitely. I'm super excited. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for our next guest. I'm not going to say names. We're not going to drop anything yet, but it should be massive. Yeah, it'll blow your mind when it's announced and done. But I'm excited, man. I love this community. I think the greatest thing that's come of COVID and some of the things that have transpired over the past year and a half is all these different online communities being created. And one in particular that I'm just amazed by is this Top Shot community and how many different types of people you can get in a room and they all have some familiarity with one another based on Top Shot. You may have a Gary Vee, like an entrepreneurial, guy, creator, influencer in many aspects, and you can also get Josh Hart in the same room with him, and they're both talking Top Shot. And so I think it's really interesting to see just the dynamic that Top Shot has brought to the culture and kind of what this could mean for the NBA and for the players moving forward. I think we've seen, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but we've seen a lot of players jump ship on this, and they're buying their own moments. They're trading them, talking to their teammates about them, and so I think it's really exciting to watch this from the ground floor and kind of see this thing just expand and grow from here.
Well, that's why, as a fan of this, the reason I'm confident in it continuing to grow and really being sustainable and keeping its value over time is the NBA and its players have just a ton to gain from this. I feel like the league, its owners, and the players can really make a lot of money from this. It could be a new revenue stream for the league. So I think eventually you're going to be seeing NBA Top Shot commercials during games. There's going to be a lot of things. You're going to see, bigger stars tweeting about it. Right now, it's, a lot of guys are starting to figure it out. And guys like Terry Rozier, Josh Hart, we see them tweeting about it often, Terrence Ross. But eventually we're going to get to the point where I think you have a bunch of LeBron James might be tweeting about it very soon. You never know. So right now, the user base is still very small. I think in December, they had like 30,000 users. They did endorsement deal with Tyler Hero. It doubled to 60,000. And then it continued to grow. I think right now they're around 200,000 based on, the amount of people that have shown up for some of these pack drops. So, I mean, that's still a very small user base. We could be talking about this thing being, 500,000 in a few months, and then 1 million. And then you look at how many NBA fans there are. I just think this can continue to grow. So that's why I'm pretty confident in it. I think the NBA is going to get behind it. More players, more teams are going to start supporting it. And then who knows what happens from there.
Absolutely. And if you're getting in early, obviously we'll go into kind of the details of each individual kind of item and what they look like and how these moments look. We'll get into a pack opening here shortly and we can show people kind of what it looks like. But you've got a bunch of different segments and categories and different sort of moments. And there's so many different collectors out there looking for all different types of moments, different types of players. I mean, I saw somebody trying to get 1,000 Cody Zeller moments, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So there's guys like that who are just trying to collect like their favorite player, or maybe it's not even their favorite player. Maybe it's just like for meme content, there's all sorts of different reasons why people collect. And I think what's interesting about this over, I use sports cards as the example. Sports cards, they've developed over time and people know what's valuable and what's not based on the product that it's in or the product set it's in, and then the player associated with it. For instance, last year, you knew that the rookies were going to be the most valuable because every single year, cards come out, rookies are always the most valuable. Well, in Top Shot, that's not necessarily the case. You have your Chris Pauls, you have your LeBron Jameses, your big time players. Then you've got your Jaws and your Zions and your Lukas. And it seems like everybody's valued a little bit differently based on the moment, based on how many moments there are of that, or how many are quote unquote minted of those moments. So I think it's really intriguing and it's really fun to kind of debate and talk about because nobody really knows what the best strategy is or the approach is. It's just everybody's doing their own thing and kind of learning as we go.
Yeah, and we've seen like you said, there's a lot of different strategies. Like I've seen some people approaching this like daily fantasy sports, where you're basically buying stock into a certain player, hoping they have a few big games in a row. Maybe it's on national TV, and then you flip it, and make a nice little profit. Some people are looking at the rookies or the stars, especially the young stars, and thinking, okay, this is a long-term play. I'm going to hold this thing until 2-3 years from now when this guy's an all-star, and then who knows what you can flip it for. So there's a lot of different approaches to this. Some people are just buying their favorite players or the coolest highlights, and they're like, I want this moment because it's a crazy dunk. And like you said, I think now with players tweeting about it too, we've seen certain players when they tweet about their moment or they jump on some of these live streams to open packs, their prices are soaring too. So some of it is, like a Terrence Ross, for example, was tweeting about this, and then his prices blew up. And so I think some people are trying to identify, okay, well, who's the next player that's going to figure out or who's going to jump on this trend too? So like, you're like, okay, well, Spencer Dinwiddie likes blockchain stuff and technology. So is he going to be the next one? And sure enough, he's an investor in this. There's 5 NBA players who are investors in Top Shot. So people have different strategies. There's really not one way to do it. Like, for example, I know we've been trying to get a lot of rookies. And then we've been really gravitating toward the stars, a lot of the Series 1 type things that may hold their value over time. That's kind of been our approach. But there's really no wrong way to do this. I mean, it's still very new. Everyone's figuring it out. But it's been fun to kind of watch people have different strategies.
No, absolutely. And then you talk about kind of what they just did yesterday, right? They did the Rising Stars. They're not going to have the game, but they announced the Rising Stars through NBA Top Shot. So they did a YouTube video, just like a pack opening would. You found out who was in that team or who was on each team. And I thought that was really unique and cool and genius by the NBA, because that's a really, really good way to market and, start to build that audience and that fan base towards Top Shot. So you see that. And what's interesting about that is when they announced it on Top Shot, all those players that were announced, all their prices suddenly started creeping up and creeping up. And it's incredible to watch just how the market fluctuates based on a tweet, based on a social moment, based on anything. And so it's really, really, really intriguing to just watch all the different strategies, all the different approaches. You hear everybody talk about, all these moments. For people who don't know, they have a serial number associated with them. And they can be out of 15,000. They can be out of, I think it's 99, 59. There's a bunch of different numbers that are very, very low. Obviously, those are much higher priced because there's only so many made. But it's really intriguing to listen to people. I heard somebody, I think it was last week on a Clubhouse chat that I was on, and he said, I'm going to buy the number, I bought the number 69 of Joel Embiid because I thought that Joel Embiid would find that funny, and it's like meme culture and Joel Embiid and the number 69 and all that stuff. So I think what like I said, what intrigues me most is just everybody's different philosophy about how they're approaching this or how they're using this. And some people are not in it for the money. You don't have to be. That's the great part about this. This can just be for entertainment purposes. And for me and for you, I think there is probably 50 to 75% of that is an entertainment piece. That a lot of what we're doing here, what we enjoy, is just opening the packs, seeing the players we get, trading them, getting new moments, getting new serial numbers that are associated with those moments. I think a lot of it is just entertainment and fun. But there is, like you said, a stock market kind of play here, a daily fantasy play. There's a lot of different things that kind of build this thing into what is Top Shot.
Yeah, and again, if you're interested in traditional trading cards, like I collected trading cards growing up, NBA cards, NFL cards, stuff like that. This is basically digital trading cards. So yeah, even if you're not looking to make money on this and you're trying to invest and flip cards and stuff like that, it is similar to just collecting trading cards. And you can have a lot of fun trying to get the rare ones and, like you said, certain serial numbers. So like if you have a serial number that is the same as the guy's jersey number, that is more expensive and worth more and it's more rare. So yeah, it's been fun to kind of to learn about this in the past, a few months, and it's only going to get bigger, I think. So real quick, I do want to, for people that may just be joining in now, we're basically announcing our new show. It's called NBA Top Shot Weekly. It's through basketballnews.com. And let's actually get to our giveaway now. So I know a lot of people are wondering what the giveaway is. We kind of teased it on Twitter a little bit. So we will be giving away a LeBron James moment, and we'll be giving away 3 packs. So basically, over the next 3 weeks, we're going to be giving away a limited edition pack. It's Series 2, Drop 10. So you can't buy this anywhere else. It's exclusive. So we'll be giving away 3 packs, one every week for the next 3 weeks. And then 4 weeks from now, we'll be giving away a LeBron James moment. Let me grab the details of that moment so I can actually share what the moment is. And we'll provide a link to it too for people that want to check out, watch the moment and see what it is. But let me grab that here. But basically, you go to basketballnews.com/topshot to enter. It's a LeBron James dunk from December 22nd, 2020. It's serial number 283. And let me see how rare it is. It is it's 283 out of, hold on, it's loading. Let's see. 283 out of 7,500. It's Series 2, but you guys can own that. So if you go to basketballnews.com/topshot, you're entered in for all of it. You're entered in for the LeBron moment. That's, number 283 out of 7,500. You're entered in for the packs. And again, these are limited packs. You can get a LeBron in there. You can get a LaMelo in there. I mean, there are some crazy moments that are in these packs. So if you haven't been able to get a moment through some of the drops, or a pack through some of the drops, this is a great way to try to get the pack. And who knows, you might win a LeBron James moment that is valued at like $4,000 right now. So yeah, definitely go there, basketballnews.com/topshot. Basically, you have to just like us on Twitter and Facebook and download the app. It's really easy, and you're entered in for all these cool prizes. So check out basketballnews.com/topshot.
I have it up on my screen too. Yeah, no, I'm excited too. I think I have it up on my screen if you want to.
Oh, here we go. So we'll add, let's do that. So everyone can see.
There it is, right here.
Yeah, so there you go. So you can go ahead. This is the page. If you see this page, you're in the right spot. It's basketballnews.com/topshot. And yeah, you can see the moment right there too at the top of the screen. It's a LeBron James dunk. Again, it's a low serial number too. So I mean, and the LeBron moments have been holding their value really well, and they've been blowing up. So even a common LeBron moment is now going for like $3,000, $4,000. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, this is I'm really excited to do this giveaway. And then who knows, in that pack that we're talking about, the 3 packs we're giving away, you might pull a LeBron, you might pull a LaMelo, one of these cards that are, the moments that are worth a ton right now. So yeah, there we go. Go to this page right now, basketballnews.com/topshot, and you can enter. And again, you'll be entered. You can keep entering a week from now, 2 weeks from now. We're doing the LeBron giveaway like a month from now. So there's even if you're watching this on replay later, you can still enter right now. So check that out. All right. So let's see. So yeah, make sure you guys enter that giveaway. And then, yeah, we're really excited to do these shows. As Oliver kind of alluded to, we have a really big guest next week that we're excited for. I still can't believe we got this person for our very first guest. I'll be honest. I'm pretty pumped about it. So make sure you guys check back next Thursday for our first actual episode. This is the announcement. Our first real episode will be the one with the guest. And It's a huge guess. You're not going to want to miss it. And yeah, that's when the first pack giveaway will be too. So if you enter, you could be winning a pack next Thursday. Just come on and we'll announce it. We'll also have your email and stuff like that, so we can reach out to you. But you'll want to watch to see if you won live. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped. And if anyone has any questions or comments, I have the chat open right here. So if you guys want to jump in the chat, ask any questions, we can definitely answer them. Some people said, "How can you win?" So that might have been before I explained everything. But again, basketballnews.com/Top and we'll announce the winner in a week, and then continue to announce them every week.
You can pull up the screen here really quick. I can show you guys what the LeBron James is
roughly
valued at. So I'm pulling it up right now. Oops, what did I do here? I just made a mistake, guys.
No
worries. Not letting me back out. We go to Marketplace. I'll show you guys here. We're going to the Marketplace. That LeBron James moment that we were all kind of curious on. I know that everybody's curious. This is it right here. It's to $7,500. That's the moment. The cheapest asking price right now is $1,959. So,
and if you go to the ones around our cereal too, if you go to the ones in the 200s, what are those worth?
200s? Oh yeah, look at this.
Like 280.
280. The cheapest one is $35.48. It looks like. So
there you go.
You're in for $3,000 to $4,000 for one moment with LeBron James, and now you can understand the real value of what these moments are going for. So, this is amazing. I mean, the giveaway is absurd. I think.
Can we enter this giveaway?
I was going to ask you because I'm already on the screen. So just so you know, this is where you enter. I'm going to start, typing my stuff in here. But this is where you can enter and win. Obviously, it's going to be that's huge. So if you're not, awesome. if you don't win the LeBron though, I mean, here's the thing: you're entered to win these 3 packs. The 3 packs are absolutely something where you could pull something similar to that, and the value, you just don't know until you pull out the pack and see what you get inside. But that's part of the excitement and the fun of it.
Well, and as you mentioned too, like the packs that are dropping right now, I believe the base packs that are dropping, I believe they're Series 2 drop 21. That's the latest one right now. So these packs that we'll be giving away, they're rare. They're based Series 2 drop 10, I believe. So they're packs that you can't find anywhere else. You can't buy them anymore. They basically dropped one time. We managed to get our hands on a few of them, and now we're going to be able to give away 3 of them. So yeah, these are packs that you can't find anywhere else. So it's really exciting. So yeah, again, basketballnews.com/Top and you guys can enter for the LeBron James moment as well as the pack the 3 packs.
It looks like we got some more questions in here. I mean, when's the giveaway? Giveaway is going to be weekly. So if you just go to basketballnews.com and you type in your Instagram username and Twitter, download the app right here. You just literally enter sweepstakes at the bottom. You are entered to win all 4 of these, correct, Alex?
Yeah, you're entered to win all 4, and then we'll announce the pack giveaways every week for the next 3 weeks, starting with next Thursday, and then the LeBron James we will announce 4 weeks from now. So let me grab that date. That will be April 1st. It is not April Fool's prank, I swear. It's actually real. But on April 1st, you might be able to win a LeBron James moment.
Yep, and then we'll try and have the guests announce who wins the base packs. We'll try and have that happen, right? So next week's big guest, we'll have him announce who the winner of the pack is, and every week after that. So all you got to do is do this right here. Fill out the form. Obviously, follow the rules below, and hopefully you guys win.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped to just give this to someone. Like, this is a crazy moment, and then the packs are going to be great too. So I think the way we're going to do it with the packs is we're going to pick someone. Obviously we'll pick someone from the giveaway who's entered, and then once we have the winner, we'll open the pack on the air here so people can see kind of what they got, and then we'll send the moments to that person. So we'll all be able to kind of hold our breath together and see if they got a crazy moment. Because I mean, the crazy thing about this, and I think for people that maybe don't know as much about Top Shot, I was talking to my wife about it, for example, and walking her through it. You can pull something that's worth just a ton of money from these packs. Like, you can grab a $9 pack, or in this case, a free pack, and then you might get something that's $100,000. You never know. It's crazy. Yeah, no, definitely. And it looks like there's some more questions. Where's the link? It's basketballnews.com/topshot. That's it. basketballnews.com/topshot. And Alex, I don't know if you want to reply to your tweet. I'm going to do that right now, actually. But I'm going to post it in the chat. I mean, this is huge. Each of these packs, I've been seeing like the aftermarket price on some of these packs. They're going for $500 to $1,000, and they used to sell for $9. So
You
Yeah.
know, definitely a ton of value in there. And if you pull a LeBron James, if you pull a Luka Doncic, if you pull a Kevin Durant, you're in for some pretty big wins. So either way, it's going to be a blast just to open these with, obviously with our guest. And obviously, I think the LeBron James moment to top it all off is just crazy.
Yeah, and the awesome thing too is like even if like we're talking about what these are worth right now, who knows what the moment you pull is going to be worth a year from now, 2 years from now? Because again, we're talking about this as something that we think the NBA is going to get behind and keep promoting. So I think that's going to push the value through the roof. I mean, the fact that there's only 200,000 users right now, you can imagine kind of what this is going to be once more people kind of hear about Top Shot and figure it out. So yeah, I'm really excited. Real quick, we have 2 packs to open. We're each going to open a pack in a moment here. We're gonna walk through kind of what that looks like, what to look for, so what's rare, what's not, what things are worth. That for me, that was fun early on. Whenever Oliver, you kind of help me out a little bit, and you were like, no, this is what you want, this is what's good, this is what's not, because you really don't know at first. So
Yeah.
we'll kind of do that for people who are newer to Top Shot. So we'll open a pack here in a minute. But I want to ask you this, Oliver, because a lot of people have the question, why are people buying these highlights? I can just go to YouTube. I can just look at a GIF. If the NBA is the one that really owns it, why am I paying all this money to just have a link essentially? And I hear that question a lot. And I'll say the way it was described to me or explained to me, and then I'll let you kind of take over. But the way it was told to me is basically you can go on Google Images and look up Michael Jordan rookie card and print it out, but you don't actually have a Michael Jordan rookie card. It's not worth anything. It's not valuable. Collectors don't value it. So this is kind of the same thing. You could go to youtube.com and you can go look up a GIF, but the reason this is valuable is because you have how rare it is based on the serial number and how many of them were printed, and then there's a market for it. There's collectors out there that want it. So that's the way it was kind of described to me, that it's owning the legitimate thing, and it has the collector's value. So that's why people are paying all this money, and a lot of people, like you said, are viewing this as an investment. They're buying a LeBron James moment for $100,000, thinking it could be worth $1 million a few years from now. So what do you tell those people that maybe have some questions or aren't sure about this?
Sure. I mean, first and foremost, if you haven't gotten over the physical nature of this, it's going to be tough for you to get you over the line. I mean, I'll just be what it is. I think you have to obviously experience the pack opening to understand really the true value and what it brings. But I think when we're talking about digital collectibles and digital assets, I think the most important part to remember is when I go to buy a car, right? I buy a car, but I still have to register it in my name. So it's not my car until I've registered in my name. Same thing goes for an autograph. If I get an autograph from a player, nobody can prove that that's a player's autograph unless you've got a picture of him signing it or a certificate of authenticity. So my point is, this is essentially the same thing. Another way to term it as well is, when you look at a moment, on the website, or you look at a YouTube clip, one has value and one doesn't. There is an associated value already there. They have a marketplace, and that's what it is. So if people are willing to pay that, then there is value, monetary value associated. However, I will add that it's not just that people are willing to pay for it. They know that it is on a blockchain, and it's working with Dapper Labs and working with Flow blockchain to make this all happen. So you are registered to whatever moment you purchase. So you have that. You own that serial number that's associated with that, and you own that until you decide to sell it, gift it, whatever you decide to do with it. So to those people who are concerned about what does and doesn't have monetary value, I would simply say, first of all, there's a full marketplace of people buying and selling these things. And secondly, it proves that you have ownership because you're on a blockchain. That to me is the most important aspect of it. But like I said, if there's a value associated with it, people are willing to pay whatever the value associated with it is. And you've got a marketplace full of these, and people are buying and selling them every single day.
Absolutely. So I would say, Oliver, before we get to our pack opening here in a second, what are your thoughts on the market recently? You do a great article at basketballnews.com looking at, different trends, either cards that are, moments that are up in value, moments that are down in value, the marketplace as a whole, and kind of, how many sales are happening, the biggest sales. Just give me your overall thoughts on the marketplace. I know we had kind of a few days, I want to say it was a week or two ago, where there was $40 million in sales and things were crazy. It was blowing up. What are your thoughts on kind of where things are at right now?
Yeah, I think it's in a great spot. Look, the user base grew exponentially. There was a chart that was recently tweeted out. I can't remember who it was, but there was a chart that was recently tweeted out that basically showed like the user growth, and it was like this steady line, and then right at the end, over the past like week and a half, 2 weeks, you just see this massive line peak. And so I think what ended up happening was obviously everybody was kind of shocked at kind of the prices and where they stood. And I think a lot of people that were in the marketplace or had been around the Top Shot community were surprised at how quickly it jumped. And I think now it's kind of settled down. There was some market correction that occurred after that. And I think that's really where a lot of the price increases went, or were at. And then after that, like I said, I think we're in a good spot now. Now, that being said, you just mentioned earlier that there's only about 200,000 users. There's probably a little bit more than that now, but overall, that's a very small amount when you talk about the NBA fan base and what this could potentially mean. So I still think this is very early times for Top Shot, and specifically for Dapper Labs and the NBA and the NBA Players Association. And I do think that the marketplace will continue to go up, and we will see swings up and down. Similar to what we saw, just yesterday when they announced the Rising Stars Challenge, or the Rising Stars teams. When that happened, you saw almost every player in that jump up, and they jumped up maybe 20 to 25%. So I think that we're going to continue to see that stuff occur, and I think that's good. That shows that there's a healthy market in place, because people are buying up moments that they feel are more valuable. And the only thing that like kind of strikes me as questionable is just on these challenges. I think you notice that people are going for the challenge. And for people who don't know, there are basically challenges where you can own a set. And if you own that set through a certain time period, then you're gifted another moment. But when that happens, what we see a lot of is a massive sell-off once the challenge is completed. So I think they need to figure out a way to mitigate some of that. And I don't know how that happens. And they'll fix it over time. But I think the marketplace is in a good spot. I think the market's in a good spot. And I think we're going to continue to see those players kind of rise as their performance does, and fall when their performance doesn't.
Real quick, I want to keep asking some of these questions. Lucas asked, how many of the All-Star packs are going to be released tomorrow? Do we know how many packs are going to be dropped, Oliver?
I don't think there was any specific number floated out. I think that they basically said roughly 200,000 packs. Don't quote me on exactly that, but roughly 200,000 packs over the next 3 days. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean 50,000 per? Does that mean per day? Does that mean 25,000 per pack drop and then one big one? So I think I'll be curious to see what ends up happening here. But either way, it sounds to me like a lot of users are going to be able to get their hands on one of these packs. And it should be interesting to see how well these sell.
Absolutely. Shout out to Legion Hoops, who's in the chat right now. Someone said, Butter Ice Cream said 188,000 packs over the weekend or something like that. So about a bit right around what you said, Oliver. Someone said, does the fact that these can't be destroyed hurt their value in the long run? This is interesting. I want to talk about this. Then we're going to open our packs here in a second. Because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, the fact that the card, you don't have to worry about your dog eating it, or, all of a sudden there's one of the corners is bent and it loses a bunch of its value. I've heard some people say that the fact that Top Shot, there are these moments don't get destroyed, it actually hurts the value long term, because as a collector, if I'm going to put the card I'm going to take care of it and have it in a case and stuff like that, I want the other collectors have their cards ruined or in bad shape, because then the value of mine goes up because it's even more rare. The fact that none of these actually go down in value and everyone has a near a quote unquote mint condition moment, do you think that's actually going to hurt the value in the long run?
I'll play devil's advocate. It's a great question. I'll play devil's advocate here. First of all, does that prove that there's not going to be reprinted ones? Because that's another issue that we have. And now you've got to go. So let's say somebody has 5 reprinted cards. Are they reselling those? Or are they potentially selling them for more? I think the problem that you have with physical things and physical items, and it's good and bad, specifically with sports cards, is that the grading process takes a very, very long time, and it's expensive. And I think a lot of people who don't like to wait, or are impatient, or don't want to deal with the stresses that involves, can move to something like Top Shot and feel comfortable with it. For me, I like it because I can just show my friends, on my phone. I can just show them, I can show them my moments on my phone. I can send them a link to all of my moments. I can't do that with cards. I would spend hours a day trying to take photos of my cards and sending them to people and trying to sell them and put them on eBay and put them here and put them there. So for me, I just like it because it consolidates the entire space where you can now see where things are being sold, how they're being sold. The marketplace, if you guys haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend it because you can look at, every sale that's occurred, when they've occurred, who's bought them, when they bought them. I mean, right now I could literally go in, I could say, hey, Alex, I think you bought this moment. And he could tell me, no, I bought this moment. And I could go right into his account and could prove to him that he bought the other moment. So I think for me, what's great about it is there's just such a transparency there that isn't with cards or any other physical item, because we just don't have it. You don't know what your friend's house has inside of it. You don't know what I have, And so I think that's a valuable thing. The other thing I would add to that question that I think is really intriguing is with cards, unless they're numbered, we don't know the print counts of most of them. We know the print counts of all these. We know exactly how many there's been printed. So what the scarcity is. If there's a moment to 59, there's never going to be another moment to 59 just like the one that you have. So to me, that's what I think is the selling point. And I think that really eases the minds of a lot of people. And I think both, like, people, this is a question I get a lot too, Alex, and I figured I'd just answer it now because we're here. People think that sports cards and this cannot coexist. That's absolutely not true in my opinion. I think both are just as valuable. I think they're going to continue to go up in value because people are seeing this as something of a hobby. There's just two different ways of doing it. And I do both. I have sports cards in the back of my backdrop. I just got like a 50 card PSA order back yesterday. So I'm still in sports cards. I still like sports cards, but I personally like Top Shot just as much, if not more, especially as of recent.
No, for sure. So real quick, to run through some of these questions or some of these comments. Ryan Bow says, looking to grab my first moment. Can't wait for the pre-sale to be released. Looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. When is Top Shot going to other sports? Asked James Bork. This is actually something I talked to some of the people who work at Top Shot, and they do want to get into the NFL eventually. I have an article coming out very soon where I interviewed a number of people from Top Shot, including some of the higher ups, and they talked about how they do want to get into other sports eventually. So right now they're focused on NBA, but I do think the long-term plan is to get into other sports. I know they already have a licensing deal with the UFC, so I think that might be in the near future if I had to guess, just because that's already done, whereas with the other sports, they have to get the licensing deal done. But yeah, they do want to get in other sports, so that's exciting too. Real quick, a few more questions. Nick says, what's the difference between sending a Top Shot versus a YouTube video of the same clip? Nick, we actually already covered that earlier, so I would say check out maybe the replay, or basically, long story short, we were saying that one of them has value to collectors and one of them doesn't, just because, and I basically compared it to going on Google Images and looking up a Michael Jordan rookie card and printing it out and saying, oh, I have a Michael Jordan rookie card, or looking up the Mona Lisa on Google Images and saying, oh, I own the Mona Lisa now. Basically, it's the collector value, or what it's worth on the marketplace, what someone else is willing to pay for it. Let's see. Tim asked, whenever we are going through the pack openings, can we explain the pack purchasing process? So yeah, let's do that now. Let's talk about the pack purchasing process, and then while we're going through the packs, we can talk about what we look for in specific moments as we're kind of opening. So
sure, let's get
go
this
ahead.
queued up here.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I've got the pack here. So
I'm gonna go.
So we'll start opening these.
Okay.
So I've got this one. We've had this here for a while. Alex and I have been preparing for this for a month? So,
yeah, this. We've been waiting a long time to show you guys this show. For people that may be joining now, they might be confused about what this is. By the way, this isn't just a random pack opening. This is our new show, NBA Top Shot Weekly. It's through basketballnews.com. We're gonna be doing it every single week. We're gonna have big guests on. We're going to be giving away different moments, and then we're also going to be doing a big giveaway, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. We're giving away LeBron James, a rare moment, 3 limited edition packs. So go to basketballnews.com/topshot to enter our giveaway. Sorry, just wanted to get that all in there, because some people are joining right now and I see them in the comments and they aren't sure what this is. So this is NBA Top Shot Weekly, our new show.
Perfect. And we're going to have a big guest next week. Please stay tuned for that. Obviously, if you haven't entered the giveaway, like Alex said, giveaway is right here. Take a look at it. Enter it real quick. You'll be entered to win one of these packs. We'll have the guest announce the pack winner next week. So one of the 3 packs that we're giving out. So definitely take a look. But as far as the packs, so essentially, you can go to NBA Top Shot, and typically these packs are certainly sought after. So you wait in a virtual queue, and essentially you get picked randomly. They randomly pick out however many they have available, and so this is one of the different sort of packs or drops that they have. They have obviously Cool Cats is one series that they have. There's a MGLE, or basically like a metallic gold limited edition series. They have Cosmic series. They have a bunch of different series, and they all have different meanings. Very similar to, I mean, I'm going to compare it to the card market just a little bit for you guys that are into sports cards, but like you have Panini as like the overriding company that creates, and then they have essentially the Panini Prism, Panini Encased, all the different types and varieties of what Panini is. So it's very similar to that in the Top Shot form. So they've got Cool Cats, like I said, common packs, metallic gold, etc. So anyways, you can wait in a queue to get these packs. They're going to have a bunch of packs available over the next few days. They're limited edition all-star packs, so you can absolutely go to NBATopShot.com, take a look.
Add real quick, because a few people are asking, how does the queue work? So you're kind of basically 30 minutes before, I think usually, or maybe it's 15 minutes before.
10, it's like 10, yeah.
You can join the drop, and basically you're in a waiting room, and it counts down. It tells you how many minutes until the drop starts. So if you're in there, you're good. And then once the actual drop starts, you're basically already in the queue. Once the drop starts, it gives you your place in line. So the other day there was like 100,000 people on there. So it'll tell you where in line you are. So you might get really high up, and usually they tell you how many packs, they'll tell you how many packs are given away. So if there's 20,000 packs available and you're number 18,000, then you're good. You're going to get a pack. So basically what they'll do is it'll tell you how, you're moving up closer in line. They basically let people in through, they let, groups of people in at a time to go to the page to purchase the pack. So that once your number's up, it'll say you're up in line. You have 5 minutes to go purchase the pack, or you lose your place in line. So you basically have to just hang out until you're up in line, and then you go to the page, and then you can buy the pack, and it processes it, and then you can go ahead and open it. And then once you've opened, once you're at the page after you've bought the pack, you're at this page, which we're showing right now, the Cool Cats, basically where you can open the pack up. So yeah, it's really simple. You join the drop, you're in the waiting room. Once the drop starts, you'll know, and then you're in line. And then basically once your number is called that's in line, you can just go buy it. So I think this is cool because there's a lot of people on here right now that I think are super diehard Top Shot fans that have tons of moments. And there's also some people that are new and are trying to figure it out for the first time. So we definitely want to explain some of this stuff. And then as we're opening this pack too, we're going to kind of walk through what to look for and what certain moments are versus others. So I'm glad we're kind of doing this. This is good so that, a few weeks from now when we're opening up packs, people kind of know what, we're talking about when we mention some of these terms and stuff like that.
Definitely. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Ready in the chat?
Someone said, how do you get to the queue? One last question here. So if you go on the pack page, it'll say join drop, and it's a little blue button. It's really simple. So you basically just go to topshot.com, look on the packs section, and then go to the specific pack that's for sale, and then you join drop. It's pretty simple. It's not hard at all.
It's usually on the homepage when the drop is happening too. So just go to NBATopShot.com like 10 minutes before whenever the drop is coming in. And if people are really, really interested in this, my go-to is the Discord channel. So they have a great Discord channel. It updates all the time. So when a pack drop is happening, when the site is down, when they need, any of the sort, they update you. And there's a ton of people in general that do it. And so, anyways, long story short, NBATopShot.com, and then also their Discord channel, great resources to use to your advantage to try and see when the next drop is going to be.
For sure. All right, let's go ahead and do this. We'll open up the pack.
Perfect.
And then, actually, I'm going to zoom in a bit so we can see a little bit easier.
Just to give people some information here, the giveaway is not tonight. There's no giveaway tonight. We are giving away the the stuff in the next 4 weeks.
You can enter right now.
Enter right now, though.
The first thing we're giving away is next Thursday. We're going to give away one of our limited edition drop 10 packs. And then April 1st is when we're doing the LeBron James giveaway. But every week until then, we're going to give away another pack. So if you don't want to wait in a crazy line, or you're not very lucky, and every time you go try to get a pack, you're number 10 million, you can try to enter our contest instead and get a pack this way. So go to basketballnews.com/topshot to enter.
There you go. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Fingers crossed.
Can you guys hear the music?
No, it's not playing. But that's good. We want to talk over it. So that's good.
I'm going to turn over the music here. Yeah, there we go. Whew.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Which one first? Do we have a decision here of which one we should go with?
Let's do the last one first.
All right, last one right here. Cavaliers, dunk. JaVale McGee, number 1347. So when you're looking at these and when you open these packs, the serial number right up here at the top is what you're really focused on, along with obviously the player and a couple of other things. But really the serial number indicates what number you own. So right now I have a 1347 out of 15,000. So that's a solid serial number. If you notice, like in the card market, this doesn't really display very well, so it's not a good comparison. But in Top Shot, the serials are really about getting into the 2 digits or the 1 digit or having a jersey number. So what I mean by that is if you get a number between 1 and 99, you're sitting pretty with a serial number. The lower, the better. That's typically the way that works. So for people who don't know, you're looking for the lower serial number. Obviously, you want to have the serial number that matches the jersey number. There's people, like I said earlier, like going for number 69 or getting a jersey number times 2, 2323 for LeBron. That could have some extra value.
Whenever there's NFL Top Shot and there's Gronk, you know that 69 is going to go off. It's going to be worth a ton.
There you go.
And Gronk's probably going to be the one that buys it, if we're being honest.
Exactly. So really what you're looking for here is the lower the serial number, the better. Obviously, if it's a jersey number, even better. But that's really what you're looking for with those serial numbers. And it is important. We can show you this afterwards. The marketplace will definitely show you a difference between, a number 50 to a number 5,000. That is a massive difference in price. And you'll start to understand it more and more as you get into it. So you want to go to the next one now?
Yep, sounds good.
All right. OKC jump shot, maybe hey. Okay.
Nice.
Not a bad moment. I think Gilgeous-Alexander has maybe 3 or 4 moments on the site. So that also is something that you're looking for here.
See, these are the kind of high upside guys that I fall in love with, and I have way too many moments of these like guys that I think are going to become superstars and are being underrated right now. Like this is right in my wheelhouse. This is exactly what I would buy.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think this moment has some interesting stuff to it with only seconds left to play in regulation. So this may be a little bit better moment than your typical one, just because it's basically a buzzer beater.
What's the serial number here?
Serial number is 4045. So 4045. Not terrible.
Here we go. Someone just said, if you get 15,000 out of 15,000, that's also worth something. A perfect score. I didn't think about that. Yeah, the very last one minted. It makes sense. Shout out to TS Boss 14 who said that.
Great shout out there. Yeah, absolutely. That, and then I would also say like anything even. So what I mean by that is like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, like the even like numbers in those sometimes seem to have a little bit more value for whatever reason.
Interesting. So we're gonna go through this, and then we actually have one more pack too after this. So right when we finish up, don't go anywhere.
To be fair, guys, I have one pack that I have been saving, and Alex has one pack. So
yes.
Don't start thinking we have a bunch of these packs. We don't.
Please don't send all your angry messages to Oliver thinking he has a bunch of packs. This is I'm gonna open one, he's gonna open one, and then hopefully we get something good here. All right, let's go to the next one.
Here we go. Ooh, Giannis.
Nice.
Ooh, 11.
This is actually really good so far.
This is a good pack. Yeah, this is a good one. Yanni, let's go.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So that's 1197 out of 7,500. What? So that's a good serial number in this case. And the other thing that I'd like to mention is The other two moments that we pulled away, they were to 15,000. This one's to 7,500. So
nice. So here,
that
let's
is a good
explain
hit.
that. So right now, when you're on this page, because they basically capped the number of Series 2 that's being printed, these all technically come up as limited edition, where it says LE there. But typically, if it was before, it would say CC for everything that was out of 15,000 or the larger numbers. When it's a smaller number like this, it says LE. Right now, they all say LE, but in the future, when like Series 3 drops, you're looking for that LE typically. That means that you got something that's limited edition, whereas the CC ones are the commons. So that one, the lower the, if there's less of them, that's great. So this one's out of 7,500, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's a lower serial number in that, so that's a good pull. Definitely.
That's a great pull. Yeah, awesome. Someone said real quick. Someone said the promo pack that are you giving them away? Yes, we're giving 3 packs away every week for the next 3 weeks.
Yes. So this week is not included, by the way. This was basically a shorter stream that we were planning just to basically announce that we're going to do this every week, so you guys know where to find us. Every week we're going to have a special guest on. Next week's guest is huge, so please be sure to tune in. But here's the giveaway link right here. So go to basketballnews.com/topshot, enter to win. There's 3 base packs, Series 2 release 10s. These do not exist right now. Unless you want to buy them on the aftermarket, eBay or, I wouldn't suggest, I'm not suggesting any of that stuff because I don't think it's above board. But if you wanted to go buy it, those are the only places you can find them. So
you can't buy them anywhere, like retail or anything like that. This is the only place you can get them.
Yeah,
unless you want to sell your car and buy it.
So the base packs here every week. So next week we'll have our guest announce it. Boom. So that's going to be amazing. And one of you guys who enters this is going to win. Once you do it once, though, as Alex mentioned, you're entered for all 4 weeks. So you don't have to do this every week. Just do it once.
Yep. So if you enter, you're basically entered for one of the packs on the 11th, one of the packs on the 18th, one of the packs on the 25th, and then you're entered for that LeBron James moment that's currently valued at like $4,000.
Big money, guys. Big money. Number 283 out of 7,500. LeBron James.
We'll be giving that away on April 1st. So yeah, we're really excited about that. People were asking about it in the chat. So I want to just explain kind of what the giveaway was one more time. And also, I think this is important. Someone said, "Do you work for Top Shot?" No, we do not. We work for basketballnews.com. We're just obsessed with Top Shot, so we're trying to turn our obsession into work and justify all the hours we're spending on Top Shot during the day. So no, we work for basketballnews.com. This is a basketballnews.com show. That's why the giveaway is through basketballnews.com. And Oliver writes some Top Shot articles for us. I'm the chief content officer over there. So no, we do not work for Top Shot.
Nope.
Yeah, so I want to clear that up.
These are 2 guys just enjoying opening some packs and having fun with Top Shot.
2 guys enabling our addiction and getting paid to do it, fortunately. Okay, click and reveal. Let's go.
Cool. 76ers dunk. Tobias Harris. This is the Cool Cats.
Oh, nice.
25.99 out of 5,000. So there's my Cool Cat. That's a sick dunk, by the way.
So explain what that is for people that don't know what the Cool Cats is.
So this was a Cool Cats pack that we opened today. So basically there are like 5, I think, moments in the Cool Cats set in this series. And essentially what that means is every pack there is one limited edition Cool Cat moment. So this one happened to have Tobias Harris. I think there was a Rui Hachimura, a Devin Booker, a couple of others that were in this drop. So that is the moment that I got out of it.
Air Bolden said this is a fire pack. And then someone said that right now, Stephen Horner, 6, said the Giannis is going for 263 at the lowest right now. So again, this is awesome. I mean, the Giannis one's worth something. The Tobias one's great because it's a cool cat. I mean, this is a great pack. And then again, I think Gilgeous-Alexander could be worth something in the future too. So very nice.
Well, definitely. Yeah. And to answer these questions here, we can definitely send over the link to the giveaway after this here too.
I actually just tweeted it as well. So if you guys want to find it, it's on my Twitter account. I tagged, right underneath the show, I tagged it, and we'll keep tweeting it out throughout the week. So if you're following Oliver and I on Twitter, you'll probably be bombarded with it several times over the course of the next week or two. So yeah, you'll see it on Twitter as well. But yeah, if you want to just look it up right now too, basketballnews.com/topshot, or just check our Twitter accounts.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. Last one here.
What do we got?
Rockets. John Wall dunk.
Nice.
All
This is a
right.
great pack.
Not bad. Look at this one.
What's the
Ooh,
number?
2620 out of 12,000. So this is
That's
another limited
awesome.
edition one. 2620 out of 12,000. Solid. Love it. Love me some Dougie Wall here. Let's go.
Let's go. Awesome. Hey, Jinx. Hey, shout out to Mark Fredrickson. He said basketball news is actually pretty sleek. The app is nice. Awesome, man. We appreciate you that. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's been awesome, man. We launched the app a few weeks ago, and you can find just tons of breaking news on there. We have a great staff too. Kenyon Martin, James Posey, Atan Thomas, Rex Chapman, Troy Brown Jr. We have a ton of former NBA players, current NBA players that are on our staff. They write articles, they host podcasts. You can find all of our great media members as well. Myself, Oliver, and Nikias Duncan, Chris Sheridan, Spencer Davies. So yeah, check out basketballnews.com and the app. I think you guys will enjoy it. All right, so Oliver, give me your thoughts on this pack while I queue up mine and get ready to go.
I mean, this was a great pack. I really enjoyed opening it. I think this was obviously worth the wait. Like I said, guys, Alex and I have been waiting to open these for quite some time now. So certainly happy with what we got out of it. And hopefully you guys get an understanding of why this is kind of exciting to do. And I'm interested to see what Alex got.
All right, here we go.
So, let's do it.
All right, let me make sure that's working. Open pack. Let me make sure on here. Oh yeah, that music's very loud.
I don't hear anything. Yeah, you're
okay,
good
cool.
though on our end, so that's good.
All right, so I am looking. Yep, we're good to go. Okay, I'm watching the stream to make sure it's showing the right screen. All right, so we will walk through these moments just like we did for the other ones. Oliver, where should I start?
Oh man. Go ahead and do top left, maybe? No,
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Middle.
Okay.
Let's go middle.
Oh,
let's go middle.
Real quick, someone said Top Shot on Tap said the John Wall moment you got is getting a first moment badge as well. So the badges, the first moment badge is basically if it's a guy's first moment on Top Shot, that has a badge. Rookies get badges, and that improves the value as well. So awesome, that's great to hear. Someone said, is there a trick to creating an account on Top Shot? It seems like account creation is down. That happens sometimes.
It is currently, yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be up pretty soon here. It happens throughout the day, but they're still in beta. That's the crazy thing. They're blowing up right now. But so it happens at times. They have some tech issues, but you should be able to create one pretty soon. All right, so let's go to the middle one. Let's see what we got here. Toronto Raptors layup. Hey, Siakam. Serial number 6,445 out of 15,000.
What number is he?
So not bad. We'll take. He is. Hold on.
Is he?
I forget.
I thought he was 45.
43.
No,
oh yeah.
43. I thought he was 45 for a second. I was like, oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's not a bad card
though. So person in the chat makes sorry to cut off, but the person in the chat makes a great point. Yeah, typically they stop account creation before pack drops to limit bots. So I think this. Like, I do want to speak on this just for a second so people understand.
Yeah.
These pack drops are something that, they've been very, very, honest and open about. And they want to stop people from creating bots. And I think what's interesting to me is, and what's really surprised me is how well these drops have done in comparison to some of the other websites you use to do some of this stuff. So you talk about, the Sneakers app and some of the other places that you go to potentially buy something that's highly sought after. They've done a really, really good job, to my knowledge and for my opinion, about trying to prevent that from happening. Now, obviously, it's still, I don't think there's any easy solution to this, but I think they've done a very good job at trying to mitigate that.
No, for sure. So yeah, we'll keep taking some questions and comments too here, but let's go to the next one. I'm going to open this one next. Let's see what we got. It is a dunk from a Maverick. Josh Green. Shout out to Josh Green. He was the first rookie to open his own packs and own moments here on Top Shot. So shout out to Josh. Great serial number. It's 1,503 out of 12,000. So that's pretty awesome. And again, the rookies right now, they're doing really well. And he only has one moment too. So this should get the rookie badge and the first moment badge and all that. And yeah, it's a pretty low number. So we'll take it. Not bad at all. Let's go. Click to reveal. Let's go with the first one. We have an assist from Rui.
Murray, hot. No, that's your Cool Cats. That's a good one.
That's my Cool Cats.
All right, a good one.
The number is 4,104 out of 5,000. Nice. So that's my Cool Cats right there, like we talked about before. So this is a rarer moment. Nice behind the back pass. That's actually a pretty cool play.
Great play. And if I could just announce this moment one last time here, Rui Hachimura for Alex Kennedy. Okay,
I
I'm
love
done.
it.
I'm
So, hey,
embarrassing
someone actually
myself.
asked
I'm done.
Someone asked a question earlier, and I meant to read it out, but I forgot to. But it actually comes into play here, and I'm curious about it. Someone said, if the moment happened in a win, does that have any kind of impact on the price? I don't think so. I think like game-winning shots tend to go for more, but if it happened in a loss, does that really matter?
I'll be honest. You know what's interesting? I've thought about this a lot. Every time I look at a moment, I look at what the score was to see what what the real deal is about that moment. And I
Yeah.
have thought about that, and I've second guessed some of them every once in a while when I'm looking in the marketplace and I see a moment. I'm like, they lost this game. Is it really worth more? So I do think that that could become a thing at some point. But for now, I would say that people are probably overlooking that aspect of it.
For sure. Real quick, Sparkade26 said, what's the best way to know what players are first moments? Honestly, you can do what Oliver did earlier if you missed it. Basically, go to the marketplace, look the player's name up, and if they only have one moment, that's their first moment. And that will get a badge that says first moment. Right now, like a lot of the rookies and younger players, I think, tend to have limited, only a few moments, especially the rookies. But yeah, you can check that pretty easily. Let's open up the next one. We got a Houston Rockets 3-pointer. Demarcus Cousins,
Boogie.
free agent Demarcus Cousins. It is serial number 7,303 out of 15,000. So let's see here. I think actually I have this moment too. That's funny. This is my second one, owning this Demarcus moment. So not bad. And then actually, and it was in a win too, I think, from what it said. Yep, they beat the Kings. I guess his former team. Last one. Let's see what we got. We have a 3-pointer, Steph Curry.
To
Nice.
7,500. What a pull. Oh my
So
goodness.
4,534 out of 7,500. So it is limited edition Steph Curry 3. Nice play there looking at it. Tell me, Oliver, what's something like this worth if you had to guess? Or, I mean, we can look it up, but what are your thoughts on this?
It's got to be worth a pretty good amount at this point. That's like that's one of the best Series 2 Steph Curry's that's out right now. So low price on that one, $659 right now, Alex. $659.
Wow.
So
hey, that's amazing.
You won the lottery with that one for sure.
I think it's funny because on Twitter, someone was saying, like, out of 10, your pack opening was a 9.2 because you got a Giannis, you got Tobias Harris, you got Shea. Like, you had a lot of great cards. I think which one's probably, I think the Steph is probably the single card that's worth the most, but your pack is probably worth the most in total, right?
I don't know.
It's probably worth more.
It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, no, very, very nice packs. The chat, very, very nice packs. I have to agree. That was some fun stuff there. I think that was two very good packs overall, and certainly something that, it was close. It was close. I probably would give you the leg up with the Steph Curry one. That kind of puts it over the edge for me. But hey, when you're opening packs, as long as you're enjoying it, that's my sentiment of it.
Yeah, no,
that's
absolutely.
my sentiment of it.
No, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, basically we wanted to kind of walk you through the pack opening process. Hopefully a lot of you guys get to open packs tomorrow. I think they postponed tonight's drop to tomorrow, and then a lot of people will be opening maybe their first pack whenever the pre-ordered packs come in, which should be pretty soon here. So very exciting stuff. Again, this is NBA Top Shot Weekly. We're going to be doing this every single week. Next Thursday, again, we have a huge guest. You're not going to want to miss it. We're super excited. I cannot believe we got this guest this is like our announcement episode for our first episode. It still blows my mind that we got this guest. I don't think I'm overhyping it either. This is wild. That we got this
not
person.
overhyping it. Everybody here will enjoy what's going to come, and hopefully, you guys all enjoy it just as much as we already are anticipating enjoying it.
Yes, this has been fun. And again, make sure you guys go to basketballnews.com/topshot. That's where you can enter for the LeBron James moment and for the 3 packs that we're going to give away over the next 3 weeks. Again, limited packs, limited edition packs. They're from the release 10, so you can't find them really anywhere else. So definitely check out the giveaway. I see a lot of you guys have already entered the giveaway. You guys are talking about it on the chat, so we appreciate that. You have all week to do it too, and actually you have all month to do it if you want to get that LeBron. So go enter. It's going to be a lot of fun to give those away. I'm already excited. That April 1st show where we give someone a LeBron moment is going to be so much fun.
I would love to April Fool somebody, but yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. No,
That would be so cool.
This is actually happening, chat. So if you have
This
an
is very
opportunity,
real.
basketballnews.com/topshot, take a look at the giveaway. Super awesome. And definitely take a peek at that. Alex, you want to just share the screen? You want me to share my screen really quick just to
Let's
show
do it.
people one
Yeah.
more time?
Yep. Let's see. I need you to request share screen one more
Yep,
time.
I got it. There we go.
There it
I
is.
just got
Okay.
it. Boom, right here, guys. So if you haven't already done so, I highly suggest you go to basketballnews.com/topshot and you can enter to win all 4 of these things. Now, not all 4 in conjunction with one another, but every week we're going to give away one of these. So you have a chance. Every week for the next 4 weeks to win something from NBA Top Shot / Basketball News, and it should be a lot of fun.
It's very easy too. Like you're literally just liking an Instagram page, following us on Twitter, and downloading the app, which you'll probably like the app anyway. If you're a basketball fan, there's tons of news on there. There's tons of articles. Again, we have Kenyon Martin, Rex Chapman, Jadakiss. Kenyon Martin and Jadakiss have a podcast together. And if you guys haven't heard it, it's hilarious. They do a fantastic job. It's called Neat and Unfiltered. But yeah, so we got Kenyon, Rex, we got James Posey, Aton Thomas. I mean, you'll probably end up liking the app anyway. It's not like it's a random app. If you're a basketball fan, you're probably going to enjoy it. So yeah, basically you're just following us on social media and downloading an app. And then you're entered to get this LeBron moment. You're entered to get the 3-packs. So definitely check that out. Also, I tweeted out the link. So anyone that, either missed it or forgets it later on, go look at the Twitter account and you'll see where to, click to go enter this sweepstakes. So yeah, we're very excited. Again, this is NBA Top Shot Weekly. We'll be doing this every single week, and make sure you check out basketballnews.com as well. Again, every day we're putting out exclusive articles. We have 10 podcasts that are on our network. We're doing video streams like this. So we appreciate you guys watching. Oliver, anything else you want to add?
No, I'm excited to get going. And like I said, next week, big time guest. Tune in, give all of us a follow, whatever you guys want to do. But just make sure you're tuned into that show next week because I'm pretty sure everyone's going to enjoy it.
Yeah, if you follow us, you won't miss it. We'll tweet the link out and everything. You can watch this show, by the way. I know a lot of people are probably watching through Twitter and Periscope right now. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. It's everywhere. So just look up Basketball News and you can find it at those different platforms. So you can watch us anywhere. But yeah, next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time is when our next episode will be airing. And we have a huge guest. And that first giveaway, you might win a pack next week. So definitely check us out. Say it again.
We'll have the guest announce it for you too. So
yes. Our big time guest might say your name and give you a pack. So you never know. Definitely check back next Thursday. And in the meantime, go enter that contest. Go to basketballnews.com/topshot and follow us on Twitter so you can make sure you don't miss any of these shows in the future. But we're excited. This is up NBA Top Shot Weekly, and we'll be back next Thursday.